It is Kentucky Derby weekend, and where can you get up close to horse racing? Well, Turf Paradise. So let's head out live. I'm still getting over the kids and learn a little about the horse racing. Mike and Dan are with us. Mike, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, Brad, and how are you? It's a beautiful morning here at Turf Paradise.
Yeah, and so has horse racing
Dan McFarland is
has horse racing started yet
I'm sorry,
at Turf
go ahead,
Paradise?
sir. Horse racing, the season is actually wrapping up. On Saturday, it's the last day of the meet, and it's also Kentucky Derby Day, and we're having an over-the-top party. It's the Bulleit Bourbon Derby Day Club. The gates open at the Day Club at 10:45 in the morning. The first live race here at Turf Paradise is at 11:25, and then the Kentucky Derby is going to be running at around 4 o'clock. There'll be a live simulcast, so people will be able to watch the Derby on a big screen TV. They'll be able to wager on local horse races and on the Kentucky Derby as well. It's just going to be a fantastic party, and tickets are still will be available at the door for $45. And again, the gates open to the Derby Day Club at 10:45.
Oh, this is great, but I didn't realize our horse racing was coming down to an end. I was like, oh my God, I was looking forward to get out there. But of course, let's talk really quick, Mike, a little history about Turf Paradise. How long have you guys been around?
Sure. Turf Paradise opened its doors in 1956. It is Arizona's first sports franchise. It's in the original facility. As a matter of fact, the large grandstand area up there is part of the original facility. If this building were a car, it would have tail fins.
This is great. And again, this weekend, a good time to come out and enjoy yourself and see a little bit of Derby going on, which is really cool. Now, let's talk with Dan here, because Dan is a horse trainer. And Dan, so we got to ask Dan a little bit about horse racing. So, Mike, will you ask Dan, what does it take to get the horses ready for, a Kentucky Derby?
Dan, what does it take to get horses ready for a big race like the Derby?
Oh, there's a lot of preparation. I mean, you just got to, once you get them going, you got to win the big races so you can get in the Derby. This year there's a lot of long shots. There's a lot of unknowns, but you just got to win races, get points to get in.
And Dan, you've been training at Turf for how long?
I don't want to date myself. Long enough. Long enough.
and Mike, ask Dan. Dan doesn't have an earpiece, that's why I have to go through Mike here. But Mike, let's talk about the horse that he has here. Who is this beautiful creature?
Dan, this horse is?
This is Curlin's Blessing. Her father ran third in the Kentucky Derby, and he won the Preakness and ran second in the Belmont.
And is Colonel's Blessing going to be racing at all at Turf Paradise?
She does. She's won her last two in a row.
Wow. Any stakes races coming up?
Well, back east. We're going to take her back east.
How old is she?
She's only 3 years old.
Wow. What kind of a future do you expect for her?
Well, her mother made $2.9 million. And then, of course, her dad won the Preakness Stakes, and so she's won 2 in a row, so we're pretty high on her.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Hey, Mike,
and you're no stranger to wins, Dan. Yes, sir.
Oh, no, continue. I'm like, Mike, I'm just standing here letting you do the interview. That's awesome. But, all right, I'm going to talk to both of you about this because I'm going to start looking at the horses. What should I really look at when I'm betting this weekend on the Derby and also out at Turf Paradise? Do I look at the jockey? Do I look at the horse? Do I look at the trainer? Do I look at the women who are out there?
A little of both, I think. And Brad was asking, what's the best way to size up a horse if you're betting a horse at the Derby or locally? How do you handicap? What's your secret?
You just go off their past performance. They got the form. It shows which races they've won, how where their level is. You just got to go off the handicap, their pedigree, and the form, their past records, and go from there.
It's as much of an art as it is, or science as it is an art in many ways. You really do have to kind of crunch.
A lot of luck too. Got a lot of luck.
And a lot of math.
Yes, yes.
So I'll tell you, this is awesome. And I have a question, and this is just kind of not hypothetical, but I can see. But you see Aaron there, who is our photographer, and I'll ask both of you, who you think's faster, the horse or Aaron, if we got into a foot race with each other?
I've got to say, I think the horse would be just a little bit faster, but not by much, maybe by a nose.
Remember when Herschel Walker raced a horse?
That was a slow horse.
All right. Dan, Michael, thank you very much. But Michael, again, tell them how they can enjoy the Derby out there at Turf Paradise this weekend.
Gates open for the Derby Day Club at 10:45. The first live race at Turf Paradise is 11:24. The Kentucky Derby runs at about 4 o'clock. Tickets at the door for the Day Club are $45 general admission, and it's going to be beautiful. We're going to have live DJs, we're going to have mint juleps, we're going to have food trucks, and big 70-inch screens, so you can not only watch the races that are happening right in front of you here at Turf Paradise, but you could also watch the live simulcast of the Kentucky Derby. It's the only place in Arizona where you can bet on horse racing, live horse racing, and bet on the Derby at the same time.
I love it. I love it. He gave that horse a kiss of luck. There it is. Hey, Mike, thank you. I know we're going to be back because it is not about horse racing to some people. It's about fashion. And so we're going to have a fashion show coming up about the the Kentucky Derby. Oh, my goodness. All right. Thank you, guys. I am going to go get my mouth working a little bit. You guys sit tight because we got more mix right after this.